Hello, everyone. In this video, we will look at the multiple choice questions in chapter 4. First question, to obtain the sine of 35 degrees, use not the first one and this one, mass dot sin and with mass dot 2 radians. Now you cannot use degree and you have to use radians. So use this 2 radians to convert the degrees to radians. To obtain the arcsine of 0.5, use, so that's the correct answer. Mass dot a sine arcsine 0.5 returns. Now this returns the 30 degree in radians. So it should be this value. It's returns this one right here, 30 degrees in radians. Mass dot, this is sine, mass dot pi, so this is 180 degrees, returns, this should be 0, the value is 0. Mass dot cosine, this is 180 degrees, mass dot pi, it should be -1. Which of the following is correct to obtain the square root of 5? You can use this, mass dot square root and 5, or use this mass dot POW 0.5. Okay. Next question. What is mass dot R int? So this is the R int is the you're going to return an integer that is nearest to 3.6. That should be 4.0. And this one here, mass dot runt should be 4.0. And this mass dot int 3.5. Now it could be 3 or 4. They are all equally close to 3.5, two integers. So both are nearest. So how you break the tie? You are going to use the even number. So this is 4. Sitting of 3.6 is 4.0. Mass dot floor 3.6 is 3.0. So this returns the floating point number, so 3.0. The section here, the min, max, and the ABS methods, which of the following is correct to obtain the minimum of XYZ? So you can write this mass.min, mass.min, and this is also correct. This is the correct. So they're all correct. Random method, which of the following is correct to obtain a random integer between 5 and 10? So here, and this is actually correct here. This one here, and this will return, well, you have to get an integer. So this is not integer, this one here. this is the return number between integer between 0 and 5. So add together, it's 5 to 10. Which of the following is the correct expression of character 4? This one. Okay. A Java character is stored in 1 byte, 2 bytes? Yes, 2 bytes. Using a Unicode. The Unicode of A is 97. What is Unicode of C? 98. So they are allocated consecutively. Which of the following statements prints Smith exam1 test.txt? So here's the backslash. So you use this escape character, and this is the one here. Suppose X is a character variable with a value B. What is the output of the statement? This plus X, that should be C. Suppose I is an int type variable. Which of the following statements display the character whose Unicode is stored in variable I? So you have to use this to cast it to a character. Will system.out.println and this here display for? No, it's you cast it to a character. That's actually a non-printable character. What is the output of system.out.println? And this will be numeric values of the character used to perform subtraction. So that should be 25. An int variable can hold. Yes, you can assign a character. So the characters, the numeric values assigned to the variable. And this, and not this, not this, and not this. So this two. Which of the following assignment statements is correct? Yes, assign character. Yes, you can assign integer to a character. The integer is casted to the character. So this is string. No, these two are correct, and that's it. So can you do this? Yes, you can perform this numeric operations using these characters. So they're numeric values. So here, and this will be mn. So that's the integer value of m is less than this integer value is n. So this would be 0. So this would be 1, 3. The integer code for the character 3 minus the integer code for character 2. So that's 1. To check whether a character variable ch is an uppercase letter, you write. So here is character greater than or equal to A to check whether it's uppercase letter. You can write this. Yes, it's uppercase letter. So, and okay, what's the difference between this? Oh, yes, you have to use this B. B is correct. So this is less than or equal to Z. Yeah. Which of the following is not a correct method in the character class? Is letter or digit? Yes. Is letter, is digit. So this is not. It's all the static methods. Two lowercase, two uppercase. I think you're asking here not correct. So this so these two are not correct. C and E. Suppose S is a string with the value Java. What will be assigned to X if you execute the foreign code? So you get this character at 4, index 4. That's out of bounds. So this is this right here. Nothing will be assigned because the execution calls a runtime error string index out of bounds exception. Concatenating strings, the expression this concatenate with this 1 is converted to a string, and then 2 is converted to a string, and this would be Java 1, 2, 3. So this one. Note the Unicode for character A is 65. The expression evaluates 2. Now, this one is a string. So what you're going to have is this is A1. So this is, if it's character A, that would be 66. So this is one. Note that the Unicode for character A is 65. So here is a character. So that's 66. Which of the following is the correct statement to return Java? So this is Java, a string, invoke this to uppercase. This one here, C. Suppose S1 and S2 are two strings. Which of the following statements or expressions is incorrect? So here's incorrect. This is incorrect. No, this is incorrect because this returns the numeric value. This is incorrect. You can write this. And this one here, character at. So this is going to be out of bounds. So these are all incorrect. Suppose S1 and S2 are two strings. What is the result of the foreign code? So S1 dot equals S2 is the same as S2 dot equals S1. So that's going to be true. ABC dot compared to ABA. So this will return a positive value, but this C is 2 positions more than A, so that should be this B. ABA dot compared to ignore case ABC. So you have this A, B, A, B, C. So ignore the case. So this difference is 2, -2. Which one returns true? Peter dot compare to ignore cast Peter, so that is true. Peter dot compare to ignore cast another Peter, that's true. Peter dot equals ignore cast, that's true. And Peter dot equals ignore cast Peter, that's true. Peter dot equals Peter, that's also true. Okay, I think I got this. Returns true. This is true, but this compare returns not true or false, returns a value 0. So this is unchecked. This is compare, so that's unchecked. Only equals, that's right. What is the return value of select dot substring 05? So you're going to start from 0 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But actually, you're going to get this before this 5. This should be 4. It should be this select, no T. What is the return value of this substring? Well, you have 4, but this is 4, there's nothing. So it's going to be empty string. To check if a string S contains the prefix Java, you may write S starts with Java, S dot index of this is equal to 0, S dot substring and 04 equals Java. Yeah, you can do this. If, yes, you look at each character. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's right, you can do this. To check if a string S contains the suffix Java, you may write ends with Java, last index of, okay. This one is, it's may not be correct. This you may find it may not be of the suffix. So this B is not. And C, substring S dot length minus 4 and equals this, and that is right. And this S dot substring, this, I think you look at this, it should be this. Okay. It should be this one here, minus 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is the one here. And not this, is if S dot character at, so this is correct. J minus 4 is J minus 3 is A minus 2 minus 1. So this is A, C, E. The integer dot parse int, this S method passes a string into an int value. And this one double the class dot parse, double this one here. This passes a string S to a double value. Formatting console output. Which of the following is an invalid specifier for printf? So here, and this should be okay, and this should be right. And 6. Okay, this one here. This should be integer, so it should not have this 0.2. the stem system.out.printf. So this one outputs, there's a 1 after the decimal point, should have this one. This is the correct. This is here E. So you're gonna have this 1, and this here is 1.2, and that's, so here is 3, so it should be this one here. Yeah. And there's a 1 after the decimal point, that should be this. The stem system.out.printf is 5D. So you're going to have this, but all the integers, you have to accommodate all the integers. Even this is 5 is not enough, so you have automatically expanded this one here. The stem system.out.printf is 10s. So now you have this is this one here. This this one is the right justified by default. So I think that should be the answer is D. And the last one, this is I, this is D, I is int, and D is double. And what is this? This one here for I is, you have a problem, you have an error. So I is integer, you cannot have this float for this. So because I is integer, but the format this specifies a format for double value, and the code has error. So that's all right. Let's check everything. All right, we got 3 incorrect answers. So let's check all this out. All right, so what is this? The rand. All right. Oh, the rand returns an int value, so that's here. And this one here, so returns nearest even integer as a double value. So that's the one. Okay, so 4.0. All right, so I missed this 2. And how many missed? 3. So there's one more. So we're gonna go down here. The Unicode of A is this 97. So for C, there's 2 more, so it should be 99. So the correct answer should be D. All right, so I fixed all these errors, and this are all the questions for chapter 4. Thank you for watching. See you in the next chapter. Goodbye.